Here we go. Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening.
Hi. Hello, hi.
This is Wasting All the Time Level 3. I am your host, Dave, and joining me are my three cohorts, John.
Hey, I'm John.
Cody.
It's me.
And Jess.
I started waving when you said John, and it was a mistake, but I'm waving now at my own name. Hi, hello, how you doing?
This is an improv comedy podcast where we will each take a segment and provide something for your entertainment. I will be kicking things off this week with a segment called Science Time with Dave, where I'm going to talk about a scientific topic just off of the top of my head, and then we will create some improv magic from that. So let's find out what the topic is this time.
Snap Dog Soda Pop.
We'll be talking about exotic terranes.
Get ready to learn, because it's Science Time with Dave.
All right, now if we're talking about the ground, the earth beneath our feet, if we're talking about the rocks that make up what we stand on, not all rocks are made the same. And I mean that literally and also in another sense that I can't put a word to right now. But basically, there are rocks under your feet that were made approximately where they are, like when lava comes up through a crack or out a volcano and whatnot. And then there are also rocks that were formed somewhere not where you are. They got moved to where you are. And there are a few different ways that can happen. And one of the more popular ways is something that happens when a plate is subducting underneath another tectonic plate. Any ridges, mountains, and irregularities in elevation on the plate that's going underneath can get scraped off onto the edge of the plate that is going underneath. And that's actually the case with like a whole bunch of the west coast of the United States. Most of it was scraped off the boot of an oceanic plate.
And that is hunting season officially open. You're welcome.
Thank God. Oh, it's been so long since I
All
killed
right.
something.
I was thinking the same thing. God dang.
It's officially open as long as y'all have your permits, you have all your licenses, you have all your safety vests, you've signed all of the paperwork,
Excuse me?
have released,
Permit,
yes.
license, safety
Yeah.
vest.
I lost my safety vest in the woods once, and so I replaced it with one of them blue shirts from Best Buy. Will that work?
It's got a yellow logo on it. I think that counts.
Jerry,
It's kind of like a Target. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Jerry's. I'll just say this to both of y'all. Jerry's,
That's fair.
Mhm.
I want you to think of what you just said
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
real hard.
Got a yellow logo on it. That counts. I stand by this.
A yellow logo
Mm.
makes up for a safety vest, a bright orange safety vest.
It's a bright yellow logo.
Are you hunting in a Best Buy?
Wait, we're allowed to? Oh,
No.
hot damn. It's going to change hunting
No,
season.
you're not.
Jerry, we
No.
got to get down.
Jerry's, you're
this is
not.
gonna be
And if we
fantastic.
were
Come back.
hunting in a
Jerry's,
Best
come
Buy,
back.
then that would
No, come back.
Ding. All right, so that was Science Time with Dave and an improv scene inspired by it in some way, shape, or form. Now it is time for me to hand over the keys to my cohort Jess for her segment.
So, I have this idea of what we can play. The game is called Meanwhile.
Okay.
The way the game works is you get a one-word suggestion to start the fuel the first scene. You've got a couple people in that one, and then at any point, someone who's not in the scene, they can shout meanwhile, and they state a different location, and then we kind of travel to that location. And the idea is that it is happening just about at the same time as the scene before it.
I love this game.
Okay.
You might say it's a
So,
stone cold classic.
It is. So to get us started, I need a location.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas. Okay, yeah. So your suggestion is Vegas. For whomever wants to go be the first two to start.
Buddy, I've told you a couple times now, the limit is $100. This is a small stakes table. We're just people here to have fun.
Okay, but this is $1,000 that I would like to bet.
Okay, let's
It's math. See, I understand if you don't do math here. But
I do plenty of math, sir.
1,000 is more than 100, therefore better. So I'm just trying to make the game better.
Mm-hmm. And
with $1,000.
And Gertrude is just trying to have her Saturday afternoon. At the
Yeah,
blackjack
if
table.
you bet 1,000, I'm gonna walk away. I can't. It's too rich for my blood.
Gertrude's been here for 15 years. She's one of our regulars. Let's come to a compromise. Let's make a deal. You make deals? You deal making man?
I like deals. Deals are good. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You put $1,000 on the table.
Okay.
Okay. And then
there it is. $1,000.
That $1,000 on the table.
It's on the table.
Did you put $1,000 bill on the table?
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna walk away.
At the Valley of Fire State Park.
Wow. They really let you get this close to a volcano. That's amazing.
Who knew that there was a volcano in Vegas just outside?
Yeah. Well, it's active. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I wonder why they don't just toss all the bodies into the volcano, why they toss it into Lake Mead instead. It just doesn't make any sense when you got a volcano so close by.
I know. It's the same question. Why don't we shoot our trash into the sun? You know? I don't get it. But, common sense ain't so common anymore.
That's true. That's what they say. Common sense. No one wants change.
Meanwhile, at NASA, right into the sun! All of it! There's an island! There's an island of garbage into the sun!
It just seems too obvious. I don't
How
think
is this
that-
a bad plan? How is this a bad plan?
It's just the optics of it, from an ecological standpoint. I don't know. It just seems like spreading pollution.
We can't overpollute the sun. Oh, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Oh, we'd lose our funding for sure. Right?
I don't really know where our funding comes from.
Wait, you don't? I thought you signed the checks. You give me the checks all the time. They
I
don't come from
sign
you?
the checks. Yeah, a big sheet of them comes in, and I just scribble on over, and that
For which we
validates
are
them.
very grateful. But wait a minute. So we can do whatever we want and not lose our funding?
Pretty much anything
Meanwhile,
except
at the Bank of Scientific Mystery.
Ah, yes. Another one of these checkbooks for NASA.
Yes.
Have we figured out yet where these keep coming from?
I open void portal number 6 and another checkbook comes out, sir, and I just move it on.
Forward it on. Well, I suppose that is your job. It's not to us to solve the mysteries, but to pass them on to others. That's why we bank so many of the mysteries.
That's right. We pass the mysteries on like tradition dictates.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask questions, just do traditions.
Yes, and anytime a group of teenagers with a talking dog enters, we kill them.
Yes, fuck those children and their good hips. Both good hips. Okay, ding.
Fucking hell. That took a twist. I was waiting for something wholesome. We're teenagers with a dog and we give them a clue and they have an adventure. We kill them. Well, shit.
They're solving the mysteries. We can't have that.
Fuck them.
Burn that fucking van.
Wow.
Mystery machine. Fuck them.
They're all high
don't
as
make
kites.
the
They think the dog
mysteries.
talks.
Oh my
Well,
god.
there you go. That was Meanwhile. Thanks, Jess.
That was awesome.
All right. Now, against all better judgment, it's time to move things on to John.
Wow.
Well, I have been thinking, and I feel like it's been a while since we played a game that's a favorite of mine called Evil Stick of Gum.
Oh.
So, in this game, we've got one person who is being haunted, I guess, by a stick of gum that is capable of speech. And this stick of gum is evil, so it is trying to get them in trouble. So when the stick of gum speaks, other people in the scene believe that it is the victim speaking. And the victim has to try and get out of the situations caused by the stick of gum. Jess, you be the stick of gum.
Okay. Oh no.
Villain arc continues. The villain arc continues.
Rapping, buddy boys.
Dave, you be the victim, and Cody and I will be the other people. Ding dong.
Hello?
Okay, Connie. Try and sell your cookies now.
Hi, sir or madam or
Oh,
other.
yeah.
We are I am
Doing great, Connie.
Thank you, sir. I am representing the Girl Scouts, and it is Girl Scout cookie season, and we know you.
I get it, and you're being forced to peddle their wares in this giant capitalistic machine.
Excuse me, that's
Daddy,
kind of
What's a
grown-up
ca-
talk here, isn't it?
What's a
For fun.
capitalistic
For
machine?
fun.
Daddy, what's capitalist
It's-
machine?
Nothing you need to worry about. Nothing you need to worry about. It's,
Okay.
I don't mean that in a dismissive way either. It's fun. It's fun to participate in these things sometimes, even if it's more complicated than that. But I'd love to get some of your cookies.
Okay, we have tagalongs and peanut butter patties and the coconut ones and what's the new one we just added?
Do you have any Thin Mints?
Do we have any Thin Mints?
the Thin Mint has actually been discontinued.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a
there's-
fire, and I'm gonna point at it, and I need you to run and jump into it, please.
Well, sir, it is
Fire
not the
hurts.
fault of the Girl Scouts that that there's such a huge shortage on mint currently, and
Patties,
yeah.
are we
No,
supposed
please.
To, are we supposed to
don't,
jump in fires?
Connie,
I
you're
meant it
not supposed to jump in
metaphorically.
fires. That is not a badge.
Excuse me. I meant it metaphorically, of course. Just to get passionate about the Thin Mints. It's a customer favorite, and just a little thrown off that they're not available.
I'm disappointed in you personally,
Oh,
Connie.
I'm just trying to raise money
Oh my God! What?
for my puppy's
Why would you
surgery.
say that to a child?
He's sick.
Connie, you're doing great. You're doing
Doing
fantastic,
great.
Connie.
You don't have anything that I wanted so far, but you're doing great.
Okay, I'll try
Yeah.
harder.
I want 10 boxes of Adventurefuls, please.
10 boxes of Adventurefuls.
Do we have
Connie?
Yeah.
full? Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you would please write your name and phone number and address and social security number on the form, we will get you the cookies in the next 3 to
Oh,
4 weeks because I don't have them.
This is the pre-sale phase.
oh, I see. I see. And then so the boxes in the wagon are just props.
Yeah, they're full of sawdust.
Okay.
Do you want a box of sawdust?
No, not really. I'm trying to think of what I want.
Connie, what I want is I want you to go back to your dad's van over there, which I can only assume that your parents are divorced because he's trying way too hard.
Okay,
And I want you to find the box that he stores in his glove compartment because he looks like a guy that keeps a box in his glove compartment of cookies. And that is the box of cookies I want now.
That's not. I don't. Put on the list. Dad, do you have secret
okay.
cookies?
Whoa, time.
Okay, so
time
first,
hold on, sir. Before you begin, this is gonna sound crazy, but I didn't say that. But not
I
gonna
didn't
lie,
say any of that about
Are you
me
magic?
being divorced or having a box of cookies in
I did
my
not
glove
say it,
compartment.
You said
but
you
I
two
don't
were
disagree.
just doing a sleepover at different houses.
But you don't disagree.
Yeah, that's what I said. Connie, you're an awful salesperson. Please leave.
I know.
All right, motherfucker.
Love it. Love it.
Some things you just can't walk away from.
I didn't say it, but I don't not agree.
I know.
Very
Oddly
fun.
enough, I bought Girl Scout
I bought a
cookies this
bunch.
weekend.
I bought a
Oh, nice. Those adventurefuls are good.
I have never heard the
Like-
word adventurefuls, so I'm sorry I
Me
didn't
neither.
pick up on that. I
They're
didn't know that was a
new-
thing.
They're a new-ish one, I think. But yeah, they're
Mhm.
really good.
It's like it's a brownie cookie, and then the center is just caramel.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like kind of crunchy caramel.
All right, that was Evil Stick of Gum. Thanks, Sean. Now it's time to give things over to Cody and suffer the consequences.
Oh, yes, my friends. You have stumbled upon my segment. I love a good game. This is a game I don't think we've ever actually played, but I am really looking forward to it because I think it'll be a lot of fun given our fantastic crew here. This one is called Character Swap. And it's 2 players improvise a scene and make distinct, very strong choices about their characterization. The scene is played until we get a feel for the characters. Then the roles are swapped and each player plays the other player's character. It doesn't have to be a replay, like it can if the moment calls for it, but it's not codified that you have to do the exact same thing, just that you are playing the other person's character with their strong choices. It's the same scene, it's the same location, like it's the same idea, but it doesn't have to be a replay. He said, over explaining the game. So first we'll go with Jess and John because they are next to each other on my screen.
Excuse me, could I interest you in one of these fine pickled hams?
A pickled ham? I haven't had a pickled ham since I was a little baby.
Well, these pickled hams have likely been pickling since the time you were a child. I dare
That
say,
makes sense.
a babe in arms. You were a babe in arms when these were placed in their pickling liquid.
You seem like you really need to get rid of these pickled hams real fast, old man.
Against all odds, they are almost about to spoil after all these years.
Well, that doesn't sound like it would be that bad of a problem. You could just throw them out. Why don't you just throw them out?
Because I've tied up all my life savings in these pickled hams, and if I just throw them out, then I have nothing to retire on.
Well, it makes sense. That makes sense. You do look like the type of guy that would put all their money into pickled hams.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
It's
that's
lovely
not,
to
that was not a compliment.
recognize.
and swap. So you can continue the scene as it's going. You can do another start, but swap those characters.
I'm really desperate. Just buy the damn hams.
How much is the hams?
I need enough to pay for my retirement, so £2 million, youngin.
Ooh, £2 million.
They're very good. They're very good.
For all the hams. All the hams.
For all of the hams.
Oh, $2 million for all the hams? Ooh.
All the hams.
Ooh, that's a
Every
good
last one. I'm cashing out. I've been in the game too long.
I mean, that's a lot of hams. That's a lot of hams.
It's an opportunity for you, young man.
But I thought you said that they were about to spoil.
Spoiling is in the eye of the riches. It seems like you could say spoil, or you could say ripe.
You know, I'm not one to tell an old man his business. So, yeah, I'll take the lot.
Cool.
Perfect.
Scene.
That was very fun.
That was awesome. Nicely done, y'all.
Heck of fun. John always makes such fun characters. When he starts them, I'm like, man, I want to play that character. And then it's like, I got to. So
Your character was great too. The like urchin guy.
Ams? Gonna buy these ams? That got me.
Oh.
Okay, all right. I'll do one with Dave and myself. And Dave, do you want us to get inspiration, or do you want to jump off?
I think we should jump off.
Okay.
Jump off, King.
I don't know what that means, but I agree.
And then Jeff said that we had to go home and we couldn't stay anymore. And then the video games were over.
That's very interesting. Yes. Tell me more about this Jeff fellow. How does he make you feel on your inside parts?
Sad.
Sad. And what does this make you feel on your outside parts if we have to balance the inside and the outside?
Sad.
Oh.
I'm sad all over.
You're already balanced, Vincent. We're halfway done. Okay, so tell me more about Jeff. Is Jeff a real person?
I think so. Yeah. Jeff was my best friend in class, and he said that we could come over, and Jeff said his mom said it was okay if we could come over and play video games in the afternoon. And when we got there, she wasn't there, and so we didn't think that we could stay. And we were trying to say that we couldn't stay, and then Jeff said no, it was okay, and he didn't ask his mom, but it was okay. And then I said,
okay, now for some of it's a sadness. We need to move it along. I need more information.
I said if he was lying about that, then the first part, then how could we know he wasn't lying about the second part? And he said, are you calling me a liar? And I said, you literally just lied. And then he said we had to go home and we couldn't play the video games. And then I said, but you just said your mom said we could. And then it fell apart.
So Jeff wants to kill you, is what I'm getting.
Huh? Oh, no.
Okay, switch.
I don't know. Jeff has always been there for me. He let me copy off his tests.
Okay, and how long have you known this Jeff in your class?
Forever. Literally forever since school started.
So it's 3 months. Okay.
3.5.
3.5. I respect your accuracy. So, how do you know in that amount of time that he does not want to kill you?
What? Why I'm still alive. I've had a sleepover, and he showed me his dad's gun and spear collection, and it was
Wow.
it was in a cabinet. He opened it, and he was like, "Don't touch the guns or the spears. They're dangerous."
And did Jeff say that his mom gave permission for you to see the cabinet?
Yeah, he was like, "My mom's cool."
And was that true?
No. Oh, fucking Jeff.
God damn it, Jeff.
Fucking Jeff. Awesome. So there you go. That was character swap.
Thank you, Cody.
My pleasure. Literally.
Lots of fun.
And thank you all for listening. This has been Wasting All the Time for this week. We hope you enjoyed it. If there's any scene in particular that you liked, let us know by going to wastingallthetime.com/vote and putting in the episode number and what scene it was. At the end of the year, we'll take a look at those and come up with the top 10 lists. Appreciate your participation very much.
Please.
So until next time, when we'll be thickening some plots, my name's been Dave.
I've been John.
I have been Cody.
And I've been Jess.
And we wasted all the time. Bon voyage.
Butts.
Goodbye.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all of that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers.
I gotta get my Dave voice. Okay.
Been relegated to other people before. This is nothing new.
Okay, gotta go deeper. And I gotta be calmer than Jess is. Jess high strung. Gotta be calm. Only speak when it's poignant. Most. Here we go.
That story inspired by true events.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, am I Jeff? Shit.
No, when I was in elementary school, it had to have been like maybe 3rd grade, 2nd grade, somewhere in that
goodness.
range. I had a buddy in class. His name might have been Jeffrey. I can't remember actually. He invited me over, and I went over, and as we were walking to his house after school, I found out that he hadn't gotten permission for me to come over. And it wasn't a problem because, normal people don't have a problem with that necessarily, right?
Right, yeah.
But in my head, I would never invite anyone over without asking my parents' permission first.
Yeah.
And I freaked out and started crying, and then left, ran back to meet up with my parent. I think my mom was probably picking us up. We were walking home. Yeah, it was a thing. I was, and to a certain extent remain very rules based.
I'm like taking personal trauma and laughing at it. As a child, nonetheless. Child trauma.
Ultimately,
Oh boy,
that's what comedy is.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.